Welcome. In this lecture, we will talk about terms, concept, word, the classification of various terms, of which connotation and denotation are one of those classifications. So let's understand each of these one by one. Let's first begin with logic. What is logic? Logic is a study of argument. Now, when I am argumenting, what I am using? I am using language. So, logic is an argument expressed in the form of language. Now, this language can be highly ambiguous, so there has to be some technical terms which are to be used when you are argumenting or when you are doing logic, and these are what are called as terms. Now, these terms can be singular, plural, general, collective, positive, negative. We will talk about each of these one by one as we move. So, term can be a variable, it can be a constant, right? But when I talk about sentence, if A and B are terms, then I can say A is equal to B is a sentence, as simple as that. If A is a term, then NA could be a sentence, to keep that simple. Now, how do we come to the term is through a step of procedures. The first is concept. Now, concept is general idea. If you go back to the ancient civilizations, they would just draw something on the caves. There could be some paintings that could be drawn on the caves. Okay. Now, this is what? This is a concept. It's concept as an idea. Now, when there are idea, it can have different interpretation. For example, I say student and I say a student. What is the difference? Student means a group of children who are studying. So they are all under the student. What is a student? When I say a student, that means I am focusing on a particular student, not the whole set of a student, right? Now, when we relate two different concepts, we can do a judgment. I say water is a concept. I say cold is a concept. Now I relate the two. Water is cold. Now this is what? This is a judgment that I am saying that water is cold. Now, when a judgment is expressed, in what way I am expressing that judgment? I am expressing this judgment in the form of language. So any judgment which is expressed in the form of language is known as preposition. So this is called as what? This is called as preposition. And what is word? When I have letter or combinations of letter which are expressed together, they are called as words. For example, I can have a word as water, or I can have a word as delicious, right? Now these are letters or combination of letters which are expressed and they form the word. Now what is term? Term is not simply a word, but it is a combination of word. It can be a word or it can be a combination of word. When I say Gandhiji is called as father of nation, right? In this sentence, what I am doing, I am saying Gandhiji is one word and I say combination of word father of nation is another combination of word. But when both of them are occurring at the boundaries, I am able to express them as the boundaries of the proposition of the language that I am speaking, and therefore they are called as terms. So when the words or the combination of the words are expressed as boundaries of the proposition, we call them as terms. Now, what